season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Daniels looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Daniels. The quick slant caught. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Mixon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First carry here for Ken Walker. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Chiefs at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. It's Rudolph. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Here's Rudolph off play action. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now Daniels. Flushed out right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A try here for the extra point. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now third down and very long. Here's Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And going right back to Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Walker, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. They run again with Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Will McDonald there on the tackle. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. To Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. And the 49ers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second down, Daniels. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Trap 60.
Rudolph looking to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it in. Inside the 40. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Daniels now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. A quick slant to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. One receiver right, that's Brown. Operating from the gun. Daniels escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Daniels flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 3 yards out. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rudolph going to look to throw it. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation.